me, this season was my first time being an official pro on the show. It was super fun, it was super exciting. Looking back, I think my favorite number was probably Circus. I was so proud of what Sasha and I were able to accomplish. It was so fun because I was able to capture what I do as a dancer, which is being a jack of all trades. And I felt like that all came together in our cha-cha.
You got me under your spell!
I would say, our Arlington Tango Week was probably the moment I saw him shift. And he was like, ooh, I love dance. And it was so crazy because he was doing like facials that I never told him to do before, and he had come up with those. He did one where he was like, that was the moment I was like, this kid is one of my favorites. Who'd have thought?
The highlight of our season was being kind of cameos in Joe and Jenna's number, Sasha. We got to be creative with a car, some tools, and some tools. Some mechanical tools.
My favourite dances was Passes Over with John, and that was where I was on the lid, he was Henry VIII, we were like battling, I had like a little bit of suits and armour, but the dress, the music, like John, he attacked it so well. That was one of my favourites. It's a shame that Joe just didn't agree with that.
For me, it was Mary Lou and I's contemporary dance, and it's when she cried in the middle of the dance. She also popped a rib in the middle of the dance, but she's such a fighter, and I felt like she reached the next level, and she really showed a true emotion, and it was just something special, and I think that's what the show is all about.
Alexis and I had so many memorable dances, but one that really stood out to me was the waltz that we did in the semifinals. Slower dances are actually harder to do because you have to have that control and that grace. And Alexis, she came there and she killed it. And to make everything come together just felt incredible.
One of my favorite moments of the season was actually week 1 because it was a jive to one of my favorite 90s country songs. And it was actually the first time I ever got that dance completely right, was the show night. And if you happen to remember, I started celebrating, and then I fell down, and then I ran in the crowd. And that was the whole thing, it wasn't planned.
Stand out here has to be the freestyle because we worked so hard on it. There were so many things that could have gone wrong, and it just went perfectly. And it was the absolute best way to end the season.
When Carrie Ann, had her jaw dropping and she was just speechless over the number, it was really humbling. My mind is blown right now.